better give Otto the good news.
What ways lead
Welcome home, Sid.
enough to cuddle you.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Well,
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
no more looking over our shoulders then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Blackthorn,
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that...
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Clive. I always thought I could teach the best of them a thing or two about working. Oh, I've wasted enough breath talking about it. I'm saying for you, dear. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Should last you a good while. No scratches, all right? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Anything else?
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
What do you need? What do you want? That it? Fine.
Ah, Clive. Have you come?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thank...
All right, brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
The note to Sid. Visited. The man who hurt your mother and father. Was that really Sid's uncle?
Thank you.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Them old apples were enough to curdle you. You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you right.
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come...
Is there any...
Good old Clive. I'll open you... First things first. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, and the shielding around the sides.
A full suit of armor there. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of... Show these to Blackthorn.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Them old apples weren't.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is go-
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
So... I'll go and scout...
All right.
While you're off out...
You two.
Fleece me. I'll let us...
In your own time.
Take a sniff, good sir. You trust.
Go on.
What's the...
I'd go and load... Ah,
All right.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots! Bowls and mace, everything I've worked for. All...
You all right?
The baths are closed. I'm bound to... One leaves my life.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
That can't be true.
What the hell are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Over here! All yours, Torgal. Attack!
Out of the frying pan. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Your feasting days are over.
Over here!
This one.
Get him!
This one. Nice try. Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shut, I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend, and fare thee well.
Wait. Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
You're finished.
Peace at last.
Attack! Now, Torgal! Sickle!
Even forged a button.
I wouldn't put it...
Oh, sorry. I'm Sava, soon to be former. People are buying... He wants me to make... I don't suppose...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I could give you... I know how busy the...
I'd be a...
So...
Good question. And then there's this little...
The way I see it, there's a... We need information.
You're right. No. There's plenty of... There's the butcher. They're bound to... All right. I'll talk to...
All right.
Let's hope there's some...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of the twins.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question. I need to know...
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, give me a blade.
So a knife.
Though I want...
Master, shut. That's true. And look,
Master... I don't know. Now...
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
There he is.
Masons!
Man, I was hoping the baths...
I'm glad.
Now...
No one.
That's not to say but I burdened you... Right.
What is... So, I have a...
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
On my way back from the Free Cities.
That can't be true.
I saw it with my own eyes. And I'm not the only one.
Are you looking for something in particular? An excellent choice. My thanks. Here you are. An excellent choice. My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Fare you well.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Now, Dusan, I know you're...
Yes, my carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasmore.
So, you look...
Only...
All the cooks too heavy.
So we're no better. Perhaps, Lubor, but that can't be... No.
No doubt you're right. I have to...
Agree.
Right. Trouble is, meaning...
Is there no one...
A merchant. I bet...
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours hardly ever. You can take it.
What says the man?
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Any luck?
What I asked?
If you're looking to make a knife, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knife, but adamant...
And it's...
Unique to her. Are there any materials unique to...
What are you getting at?
You said that he would have...
If it's...
And...
Bloody hell! I don't suppose you know...
It's hardly...
Looks like Clive,
Limestone, besides. Oh.
You'll have no...
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. So, do you crush it? Up, or just...
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff
Now,
sir.
Dusan, I know you're keen.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
That can't be true.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Silver platters.
Now,
Lightly and dark.
Dusan, I know you're
It would make a
My carpet. Pride of placing.
Master Lubor says Drake's fang has fallen.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant now. A knife full.
It's a fine looking.
That sounds like Mike.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we?
First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so, but...
What do I... It's sharp. And it's heavy. Heavier than it should be. You might not... It looks like the limestone...
And I was so certain...
I don't know. Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it...
And who would be able to pay? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil's rule number 1.
Yes, Forgeman.
This is... I'd say, starting tomorrow.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the boss, meaning
you've passed.
And when I do...
Master Lubor says Drake's fangs fall them. Does that mean the phone? It's going to stop working.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here.
All right, Sid.
marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards.
Get him! This one. Stay!
Size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. He certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers. Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've gone to this much trouble. Might as well go. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough.
Good day to you.
It's all but spent. What do we do now? The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Go on.
There are wisp rust. It give a. You might.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding in the hands of some bear.
No, I mean, don't want.
All right.
Sid?
Crystals we get from the tailor all but worthless.
Not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
You're right.
There is action. Quentin tells me people have met...
I heard the room.
All right.
But when... Can I go on a special errand for Master Quentin?
Ben, what do we do now?
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
I've caught my share with it, as did my grandfather before me.
Yeah, there's talk of...
No, but I've heard something.
Where was that?
In Lawbert was out, ran back here.
I see. I'll look in. Seems Lawbert's Pass is our best bet, then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shield. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What does it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Clive. I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back and bite back.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain.
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty, all under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades, and our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war!
I'm not going to change his mind. Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet. They're trying to get into the carriage.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety. The life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Them all up.
Sid, if I just waited, or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making...
Cole and the others got home safely.
No. I was what kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the... I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary.
We swore that...
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. No one with...
We all...
Cole, thank you. I sometimes... but...
You will.
I hope you didn't have too much.
Only the usual.
Oh.
You'll do fine.
Thank you. So the brand is more than one, and even six.
Cursebreak, they toil in, and yet we... The day I decided that I would take...
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Talia managed to... She begged that your procedure was even those who were no longer with us. It wasn't something...
No. But it was something He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid that I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on.
You sound like Tyre. It's natural for a patient to... Thank you for helping me remember that.
Them old apples were enough to...
Blackthorn.
Yeah.
You're beat.
I'll make it'll take some time, mind.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need it.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what he did?
Mid hasn't been
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
Here, excess now. This is where Aurix and why?
You can stop there. Mid, where would
It's no longer.
I see. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my.
I think Mid might need some help.
It is. Yes, one. Did you. Finding them was the easy part, but I don't remember. If the petals are meant, it's possible.
If the Duke. Oh, I need only a. And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Eat up, little ones.
The The Cursebreakers send their thanks. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After, I suppose, she put everything... When she died,
And through you.
I...
By the way...
Of course not. I'll see that you're both... They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful?
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker.
Not so lowly from what... Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not. He bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though.
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified, and I don't imagine an impress. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Over here! Get him! Over here! Get him! Over here!
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest. Let Mid know.
And with a bit of luck... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him? Or...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this. Along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough nattering. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Oh, no,
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just what?
Right. Right, the shield.
How so?
The plating, which is what? A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away. I thought a triple... The helm and the plating are bulky enough. I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him?
Right away. Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider, and yet...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every... I see.
Early Grigor before that, so if it might, I shall speak. If you would the knowledge...
Thank you, Harbok. And since you're us...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, who will accompany you on...
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very... edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these are so much now.
Is that so? I've been meaning to...
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?